no idea if this is working. Because this doesn't show up. This doesn't reset. I can't see anything. I don't know. It won't tell me anything. Cause I have no idea how this works. Loads. Mary, moderator, don't have any of that. Yada yada yada. Loop loop loop. And settings. This channel is not made for kids. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's the same thing it's been. You. Boom. 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 I have no idea. It's not telling me shit. So, I've tried this. Let's just go live. But it won't let me go live. Well, it's already going live, and it's not telling me it's going live. So now I'm stuck here wondering if it's actually working. I'm sitting here for 2.5 minutes, and I still have no idea what's going on here. I have no idea. It does not tell me. It's not working. Now I'm breaking shit. Ah, no. Fuck. Yeah, I know it's not working because it's not working. Win or lose. That sucks. They're still live. I'm trying to go live. You know what happens when I go live? This. Stream from Classic. Okay. Ah, it's working. Aha! Now I know it's working. But it's delayed. How delayed? Oop, not moving my mouse. That's how delayed. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm 8 seconds delayed. That makes more sense. We're gonna wait for the first person, which will probably be the person I think it will be, but that's okay, because as of right now, nobody knows anything. Is this working right? I have no idea. I think this is working right. Hello, welcome. We are here to talk about coronavirus. So let's go ahead and help that out. It'll be fine where it's at. Okay, so this is, oh, hold on. This is everything we know about the coronavirus, and this is everything that it's covering. So we're going to go to, oh, That's not what I wanted. Didn't want symptoms. Slow spread, cover videos, this, that. Case in the US. I want the summary. Show me the summary of. Give me the rundown. Well, not that. No, thank you. I want the rundown of COVID-19. Yeah, I know. I'm probably not doing this. There it went. Looking for this one. Oh, but I was looking for more than just this. Coping, should you get tested, Terry, for someone? Cases in the U.S. This is what I was looking for. Situation summary. So, as in, as of April 7th, the CDC has responding to this pandemic of a respiratory disease spreading from person to person caused by a novel new coronavirus. The disease has been named Coronavirus Disease 2019, abbreviated COVID-19. The situation poses serious public health risk. Federal government is working closely with the state, local, tribal, and territorial partners as well as public health partners to respond to the situation. COVID-19 can cause mild to severe illness. Most severe illness occurs in adults 65 years or older. Essentially saying that all of our old people are at risk because they're no longer able to support themselves via the immune system because it is now broken down to the point where it's it no longer needs to care about all the problems that it has because at this point it has decided I'm old and I think I've worked for 65 years. I don't need to do this anymore. So, how this is affecting us here in the US, and a lot of people have already noticed this, is a lot of people are losing their jobs. A lot of people are losing loved ones. And me, as I've used to work in retail, I've used to work in pet supplies, I used to work with people. I most recently used to work in a warehouse, and my warehouse we delivered sign supplies. Now, of course, one of my other coworkers was like, "Oh, this isn't a key business." But unfortunately, as what they didn't understand is not only do we sell sign supplies, we sold sign supplies to hospitals, to big companies that says this is what it is, this is how to help treat coronavirus, this is where you go to affect yourselves. And we would sell supplies to all the hospitals, but we had branches all over the US. We didn't have any around locally. But from here we have the situation in the US. You guys can see my cursor. It's a little slow, but I'm showing you my cursor. So different parts of the country are seeing different levels of COVID-19 activity. Excuse me. The United States nationally is in the acceleration phase of this pandemic. The duration and severity of each pandemic phase can vary depending on the characteristics of the virus and the public health response. Now, to those of you who have played, and it's bad example, but to those of you who have played Plague Incorporated, the different countries you have available will vary depending on who is currently active. So, say the US, which is moderately a large workforce, has now come under this and it's affecting anybody who walks or talks. So that labels more than 95% of our country. And unfortunately, if I look up the demographics of the United States, let's see if I can find it. US, not if I spell it wrong. Demographics of the USA. Oh gosh, you are wonderful, aren't you? This one. No, not this one. Okay, never mind. Case in point. Census. This one. This one. Nope, not this one. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm doing. So, essentially, we have a lot of old people. We've got a lot of young people. And we got a lot of people who are working. And unfortunately, it affects everybody. So, we've got the CDC working round the clock to figure out who's doing what. We have the local hospitals, local law enforcement. I went in, we'll use my example. I went to Kroger the other day and I noticed that there's usually occasionally you'll find one or two police men or women in Kroger. And unfortunate, well, not unfortunately, but everyone is all behind closed doors. Everybody is still a person. They still need to eat. They still need to drink. They still need all their other needs. So going into a Kroger is not that unforeseen. But seeing 4 or 5 of them all in the same place, and not all of them, and I can almost guarantee out of 4 of them, only 3, well, actually only one of them was shopping for himself. The other 3 were shopping for other people who could not leave their house because they're old or they have too many young kids or they've got something going on that is borderline unable to participate in their daily life activities because they cannot do anything such as leave house or talk to other people. So like oh geez, locations with confirmed COVID-19 cases by the World Health Organization region. Yes. And we've got Africa. Oh, it's a lot. Okay. We've got Africa. You have the Americas, both North and Central, or I guess all 3, North, Central, and South. The East Mediterranean, Europe, West Pacific, Southeast Asia. Is that it? And Western Pacific. All these countries, here I'll even slow it down. All these countries are affected by the coronavirus. And to a lot of people that, holy see, Vatican City. To a lot of people, this is home, or Afghanistan is home, or the United States is home. And the point is, all these places are affected, which means anybody and everybody is affected, not just, oh, a handful or one country. It is everybody is affected. And what the CDC has asked us to do for our part to the response to the emergency health threat is the use of cloth face coverings to help people to keep people who are infected but do not have symptoms from spreading it to others. That's still about the cloth coverings. And the CDC continues to recommend people try and stay about 6 feet, about 2 meters. That's about well, my wingspan's a little bigger than most. The It's basically if you guys can reach out to the person next to you and your fingers are touching, you're too close. Is about what that means. And once it's the cloth face cover is not a substitute for social distancing. Just because you wear one doesn't mean you can, give that random guy on the street that hug that you've been wanting, or shaking hands with somebody you've known for 20 years. Social distancing is social distancing, 6 feet. Just because you may not have symptoms, and just because you feel okay, doesn't mean that doesn't mean grandpa who's like 80 something years old who used to be in the war and continuously tells you war stories that you don't really want to hear about but you listen into anyway because that's your grandfather. He'll be affected because he also is 65 years or older and will probably have severe underlying medical conditions with an S that you should take special precautions for because that is our people. You are a healthcare provider. Use your judgment to determine if a patient has signs of symptoms compatible with 19. I think you guys should know what you're doing. I'm not going to be the one to tell the doctors and nurses what to do. There's that. Who get fever or coughing should consider whether they might have depending on where they live. That's a good idea. But we also don't want people self-diagnosing themselves, because then at that point everyone has it. So then nobody's safe. So that guy who's been running down the street, who's been running for years, suddenly has a bad cough because it's a cold night or a cold morning, and now has dry lung and he can't breathe right. So now he's coughing for it. We we don't have anything on that. Let's see. I feel like if I'm the one watching this, I'm the one who's there, but it's hard to tell. American citizens, lawful permanent residents, and their families who have been in one of the countries with travel restrictions for entering the U.S. for the past 14 days will be allowed to enter the United States, but will be directed to one of 13 airports. If you are returning from one of these countries, you should stay home and monitor your health. All other international travelers, please follow the CDC instructions during this time. Your cooperation is integral to the ongoing public health response to try and slow the spread of the virus. So, COVID-19 is caused by is a new coronavirus. Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses that are common in people and many different species of animals, including camels, cattle, cats, bats. Rarely, animal coronaviruses can affect people and then spread between people, such as with MERS, CoV, SARS-CoV, and now with this new virus named SARS-CoV-2. The SARS-CoV-2 virus is a beta coronavirus like MERS-CoV and SARS-CoV. All three of these viruses have their origins in bats. The sequences from U.S. patients are similar to the one that China initially posted, suggesting a likely single recent emergence of this virus from an animal reservoir. Early on, many of the patients at the epicenter of the outbreak in Wuhan, Hubei province, China, had some link to a large seafood and large animal market, suggesting animal to person spread. Later, a growing number of patients reportedly did not have exposure to animal markets, indicating person to person spread. Person to person spread was subsequently reported outside of Hubei and in countries outside China, including the United States. Most international destinations now have been ongoing community spread of the virus that causes COVID-19. As does the United States, community spread means some people haven't been infected and it is not known how or where they became exposed. Learn more about the spread of this coronavirus that is causing COVID-19. Severity. So, the severity means how bad it is. And of course, a lot of people's like, oh yeah, it's severe. Duh. But not always the case, because the common cold is also severe. But it's not so severe that it will it's infectious, and that's why it's not that it's infectious. Is it infectious? I don't think the common cold's infectious. I don't remember. Case in point. Severity. The complete clinical picture with regard to COVID-19 is not fully known. Reported illnesses have ranged from a very mild, including some with no reported symptoms, to severe, including illness resulting in death. While information so far suggests that majority of COVID-19 illnesses are mild, an early report out of China found serious illness in 16% of cases. A CDC morbidity and mortality weekly report that looked at severity of disease among COVID-19 patients in the United States by age group found that 80% of deaths were amongst adults 65 years or older and older, with the highest percentage of severity outcomes occurring in people 85 years or older. People with serious underlying medical conditions like serious heart conditions, chronic lung disease, and diabetes, for example, also seem to be at a higher risk of developing serious COVID-19 illnesses. Okay, now the links for these two websites that I'm using are in the description. Should be in the description. Currently, I have no way of knowing if they are working because that is an issue that also occurs because that's what happens when you don't know things. Oh, great. That's not what I wanted, though. Do do do. Oh, that's not what I'm wanting. Hold on. This. Now, I have no idea if this is working right, so I'm going to take a brief moment. To take a quick look, see if this is working the way I want it to. It looks like it's working correctly. And it looks like the links are active. So that's important. Oh, see, look. Here it is. There's this. That's probably already been a thing, but irrelevant. Carrying on. COVID background. Already read this. Already read this. Pandemic. This is what I'm at. Pandemic is a global outbreak of disease. Pandemics happen when a new virus emerges to infect people and can spread between people sustainably. Because there is little to no pre existing immunity against the new virus, it spreads worldwide. And yes, that makes more sense than it's usually would. Am I looking at the right thing? I'm looking for this. There we go. Boop, boop. Put that there. And boop. And put this here. And, okay, it doesn't move. Perfect. Yeah, to a new disease that nobody has ever had to face and has never encountered or even really seen or heard of. If not affected anybody, it could at first be wrongly diagnosed and then turn into then from there as people realize, oh, this is actually something serious. This is actually something we need to worry about. By that time, it's a little too late, and a lot of people have been affected by it. The virus that caused COVID-19 is infecting people and spreading easily from person to person. On March 11th, the COVID-19 outbreak was characterized as a pandemic by it says the WHO, but it's the World Health Organization, whose website I also have up here waiting for us momentarily. Where did it go? Here. Although it says March 11th, I believe the first recorded diagnosis of COVID-19 technically was in December in China, but unfortunately at the time they had no idea how severe or how badly it was going to get to us at that time. This is the first pandemic known to be caused by a new coronavirus in the past century. There have been 4 pandemics caused by the emergence of a new influenza virus. As a result, most research and guidance around pandemics is specific to influenza, but the same premises can be applied to the current COVID-19 pandemic. Pandemics of respiratory disease follow a certain progression outlined in a pandemic intervals framework. Pandemics begin with an investigation phase, followed by a recognition, initiation, and acceleration phases. The peak of the illness occurs at the end of the acceleration phase, which is followed by the deceleration phase, during which there is a decrease in illness. Different countries can be in different phases of the pandemic at any point in time, and different parts of the same country can also be in different phases of the pandemic. So, to all of you who are watching Facebook, who are watching Twitter, who are probably not supposed to, we have no idea where we're at this time. They keep telling us that we're at the peak, or we're supposed to be expecting the peak. We have no idea. Where I really don't think we know where we're at. I think we know that it is infecting people by the masses, and we have no idea how this is going to affect us in the future. All I know is that we are probably somewhere still here. We probably aren't close to the peak. This peak here, this is just a diagram. This is, yeah, see, hypothetical number of cases. Okay? We are probably nowhere near close to the peak, but we don't know until they tell us things. And they are learning things as fast as we are. And as soon as they learn it, they put it out because we have no idea what we're doing with this thing. This is brand new to us. We've never seen this. We have never dealt with this, but we're still moving forward. Carrying on with, I guess, reading this paper. Risk assessment. Risk depends on the characteristics of the virus, including how well it spreads between people, the severity of resulting illnesses, and the medical or other measures available to control the impact of the virus. For example, vaccines or medications that can treat the illness and the relative success of these. In the absence of vaccine or treatment medications, non pharmaceutical interventions become the most important response strategy. These are community interventions that can reduce the impact of the disease. The risk of COVID 19 to Americans can be broken down into risk of exposure versus risk of serious illness and death. So we're more at risk to get exposed to it. For Americans, it's more risky to be, or let me rephrase it, it's more at risk to be spread than it is to get seriously dealt from it. So your risk of exposure, cases of COVID-19, and instances of community spread are being reported in all states, all 50 states, not just the 48 that are connected to the country, all 50 states. That is to include Alaska and Hawaii. I know there's no map here. That's not the point. The point is, it can spread anywhere. And if it's already in places that it probably shouldn't be, such as Alaska, where it's too cold, or Hawaii, which is an island in the middle of I want to say the Atlantic, but I'm probably wrong. I'm pretty sure it's the Pacific, but I could also be wrong. See? Okay, so the risk of exposure. Cases of COVID 19 and instances of community spread are being reported in all states. People in places where ongoing community spread of the virus that causes COVID 19 has been reported at elevated risks of exposure, with the level of risks dependent on the location. So if you live in a city such as Seattle, Phoenix, DC, New York City, Louisville, Pittsburgh, Austin, you get the point. Large quantity of people in this densely populated city are more likely to catch something than those people who live out in the sticks. Man, there's too many to even count. Healthcare workers caring for patients with COVID 19 are at an elevated risk of exposure, and that's because they're working with them. And that goes to the second one. Close contacts of persons with COVID 19 are also at elevated risk of exposure. That's because they're working with them. Nobody is immune to this, and if they are, they have no idea if they are or not. Travelers returning from affected international locations where community spread is occurring are also at elevated risk of exposure, with level of risk dependent on where they traveled. And I'm taking that as context as that's where they came from, but I could be wrong. The risk of severe illness is based currently on available information and clinical expertise. Older adults and people of any age who have serious underlying medical conditions might be at higher risk for severe illness from COVID 19. Based on what we know, those at higher risk for severe illness from COVID 19 are people 65 years or older, people who live in nursing homes or long term care facilities, and people of all ages with an underlying medical condition. And it could vary from anything from, ooh, lost thought, upper respiratory problems. So if you have asthma, I'm not certain. Don't ask me, I'm not a doctor. But if you feel that you could catch something, because say you just got over the flu, your immune system's down. If you have cancer, your immune system's down. If you are getting treated for something that is, I'm not going to say a terminal illness because you're probably already in the hospital, but we're going to go with you're probably immunocompromised. CDC has developed guidance to help in the risk assessment and management of people with potential community related exposures to COVID 19. So here we are getting to the end, somewhat, to the end of this, and we'll go from the CDC's website to the World Health Organization's website. The CDC's response is a global effort at the time. At this time, global efforts at this time are focused concurrently on lessening the spread of and impact of the virus, which means they're trying to help people. And as they've said off and off and off and on again, wash your hands. We don't care if you washed them 20 seconds ago. You're going to wash them again. It's like you work in a kitchen. You're going to wash them hands until you don't have hands. And unfortunately, as bad as that sounds, that's how it's going to work. Because it's the easiest way to spread it is your hands. Wash your hands and don't touch your face. Basic two rules that have always been held in high regards, especially when dealing with any illness. Wash your hands to wash off the illness from your hands to prevent it from spreading elsewhere onto your body. Don't touch your face to prevent it from going through your eyes, your nose, or your mouth. Problem solved. Okay? Highlights of CDC's response. CDC established a COVID 19 incident management system on January 7th, 2020. On January 21st, the CDC activated its Emergency Operations Center to better provide ongoing support to the COVID 19 response. Excuse me. U.S. government has taken unprecedented steps with respect to travel in response to growing public health threat posed by this new coronavirus. Foreign nationals who have been in China, Iraq, the United Kingdom, Ireland, and any one of the 29 European countries in the Schengen area within the past 14 days cannot enter the United States. U.S. citizens, residents, and their immediate family members who have been to any one of those countries within the past 14 days can enter the United States, but they are subject to the health monitoring and possible quarantine for up to 14 days. Ooh. The CDC has issued a Level 3 travel health notice for cruise ship travel. CDC recommends that all people defer travel on cruise ships, including river cruises, worldwide. CDC has issued additional specific travel guidance related to the COVID 19. CDC has issued clinical guidance, including clinical guidance for management of patients with confirmed coronavirus disease and infection prevention and control recommendations for patients, including guidance on the use of personal protective equipment during a shortage. What is that? CDC has also issued guidance for other settings, including schools, workplaces, and community locations. A collection of CDC's COVID-19 guidance documents can be found online. CDC has deployed multidisciplinary teams to support state health departments in case identification, contact tracing, clinical management, and public communications. CDC has worked with federal partners to support the safe return of Americans overseas who have been affected by COVID-19. An important, this picture's a laboratory test kit. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's also one that can be, one of those things that we should worry about, the acute respiratory syndrome. Or severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus 2. SARS. So, where was I? An important part of CDC's, no, I wasn't there yet. Oh yeah, it was. CDC's role during a public health emergency is to develop a test for the pathogen and equip state and local local public health labs with testing capacity. CDC developed an RRT-PCR test to diagnose COVID-19. As of the evening of April 13th, 95 state and local public health labs in 50 states, the District of Columbia, Guam, Puerto Rico, have successfully verified and are currently using CDC COVID-19 diagnostics tests. Commercial manufacturers are now producing their own tests. Yay. CDC has grown the COVID-19 virus in cell culture which is necessary to further its studies, including for additional genetic characterization. The cell growth virus was sent to NIH's BEI Resources Repository for the use of broad scientific community, which would be this. I'm guessing. I'm not certain. No, it's a link. Never mind. CDC is also developing a serology test for COVID-19. I don't know what a serology test is. Looking at it. Oh, that was the picture. That was the picture we were looking at. Okay, going back. So, and we're moving there, working on it. So going through this list of things that we need to help us understand what the coronavirus is and how it's affecting us. How we handle this, what it will do to us, what it will do for it won't do anything for us except, ruin our lives and steal our toilet paper. But moving on to the World Health Organization's website. Your questions answered. Okay. I want this isn't what I'm wanting, but I'm taking this anyway. I should have looked all this up earlier, but I was working on it. So, these are all of the places that are effective. Now, we went over a map. Earlier. No, we didn't. We didn't go over a map. We went over a list of countries that were a lot. And there is not a single place on this map that is not affected. Okay, I guess this Australia that doesn't technically count. Or this America that also doesn't technically count. This right here. So it is touched every country. And unfortunately, the largest one that was hit was... Where'd it go? Oh, okay, there's no zooming here. I believe it was... Oh, your highest cases by territory area. This is the United States. And the highest number, it looks like it was 33,510, but confirmed cases is 333,811. Italy was on March 22nd. Its highest confirmed cases was 6,557. China had a spike, 15,000, and I'm guessing this has gone down. But these are just places that were heavily affected. Okay, now how do I go back? This button. Okay. 1,282,931 confirmed cases as of today. 72,774 of those are total deaths. And it's 211 countries, areas, or territories with cases. So now that's about all we got. Progress and contributions, we know about that. Research activities and for novel coronavirus. Blueprint R&D blueprint has been activated to accelerate diagnostics, vaccine, therapeutics for this outbreak. But let's see. There we go. Who is gathering the latest scientific findings and knowledge on coronavirus disease, compiling it in a database? We update the database daily from searches, bibliographic databases, hand searches of the table, contents, and relevant journals, and the addition of other relevant scientific articles that come to our attention. The entries in the database may not be exhaustive, and new research may be added regularly. I'm not downloading the full database, but we're going to go with that's a lot of everything. I don't think you guys can see that. That's perfectly fine. Now, oh geez. You can find all the other resources that they've used for this, or that they have for COVID-19, and you can look up all of these publications for, oh gosh, it's a lot. Yeah, we're just going to go with it's a lot of publications on everything coronavirus. I am not loading this. You are not sticking to my mouse wheel. Thank you. So, now that I've spent a good hour, 45 minutes, now I've spent about 45 minutes talking about this and what it is and what it does for us and who's affected and all this stuff. I would love for you to watch this lady in Geneva. I don't really know who this is. This is live from World Health Organization headquarters. You guys can watch this on your own from the link in the description that I have left. I'm certain it's still there. I am not 100% certain if it works. If it doesn't, please, please, please. Ooh, what is this? Oh, it's probably my other thing. Is this currently working? I think this is currently working. I don't know. I've got a bunch of bells over here. So, please, you can watch her and figure out what she's doing on your own time. The links are in the description. All three links are in the description. One for the CDC, one for the World Health Organization, and one for the Tiltify page for those who choose to donate. Now, I'm not asking for you to donate, but if you choose, let's see where this silly thing is. It should be around here. This is the goal we're using. This is who it's benefiting, and we have we're working on it. So we're gonna uh, figure everything else out, and we are gonna, I think, switch gears as soon as I figure them out. All of these gears, and hopefully they're working in the correct directions. I can't make promises, but I work with what I got. As soon as it loads. Okay. So, for as much as I'd love to show you guys all the other cool stuff that I've been doing, we're going to go with the one that's actually listed on here and the game that we'll be doing for the moment because I have no idea how else to do this. We're going to be, oh, is it still doing that thing? This button here, this button here, this one here, and I need this one gone. That one stays open. This one to come on. And if it's loading, and I don't think it is, I don't think it is there a way to reset it? Reset. Okay, we can do this one. Is it? No, this is not it. Not that. This. Yep. This one. I need this one. Not this one. Cancel. Go back. No, not this. Get rid of that. Yep. We're working on it. Promises. Major media source. Video. This one. Should be this one. There we go. Perfect. So we're going to be doing Risk of Rain 2 because I don't care enough about Risk of Rain 1. Actually, Risk of Rain 1 was good, but I didn't play it enough for it to initially matter for me or even keep a thing going. Here we go. I'm going to use my favorite character. We're going to use him or her, not certain, but we're using this one. We're going to probably die a lot, which if anyone has seen the trailer, that is the whole point of the game, is to die a lot. Is it playing its audio? It is not. I don't think it's working. Well, darn it. And this is a problem. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I think it's this one. It is not working. Okay, well, I'm going to figure out that. Okay, now that that one is set where I need it, how do I know? Well, I guess I'll run around in circles until I find it. You guys sit there. Video. Nope. I need audio input. I don't need that. What I need is for it to be. Okay, hold on. I'm about to figure out which one's what. And that could mean I go silent, which could also be kind of bad or kind of good. Depends. If you really like hearing my voice, you probably don't. Sometimes I don't want to hear my voice, but that's a whole new ball game. Is this thing on? It is on. What am I looking for? Audio output capture. I don't think that's what I'm looking for either. Nope, 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 nope. Is it this? It is not this. I don't know how you get an output capture, but okay. Move, yes. Don't worry, I'm trying to fix it. I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to fix it. Capture audio only. No. Trying to get both audio and video, which I've got the video. What I need is the coding overloaded. Something's overloaded. I'm doing something wrong. Where am I? There. I am slowly still alive. I have no idea how. We're just going to place this here and figure out where I'm going wrong. Oop, not that. And I need the audio. And it's not. I think it's this. I don't think it's this. Is it that? It's not that. Okay, well that wasn't it. Remove. Yep. Add this. Still trying to get it square. It's not working in my favor. It shouldn't be that. Oh, it's not that. Okay, well, still trying to figure it out. It is not existing. I don't think you guys can hear the game. And that poses a problem. Because there's a game. And you guys can't hear it. Right? Right? Okay. You can't hear it. Wish somebody would say something. I need the audio settings. Audio. Nope. Do not. Oh, us. Not the same thing. Microphone, this. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. Not this. Not this. Video. Nope, that's fine. General. Nope. Oh, here. I get to use those. Well. And I'm not getting any audio from this. This is bad. Which is weird because I've got everything plugged in. Otherwise it wouldn't be working. Yeah? Well, that's a pest. Well, I don't want you guys doing, just chilling out here without any audio. It's dumb. I'd, replace it with my own do. It doesn't make sense. Source. It should be here. Cancel. This one. Yep. I don't know where it is. But for some weird reason, it's not doing what I want. That's fine. Video format, that's fine. Color space, color range, that's fine. Buffering, auto detect, preferably. Let's flip it. Okay, we're putting it back. Capture audio only, but there is no audio. Ow. Okay, that was painful. Don't even know what the hell it was, but I just kind of looked away. There's no. Ooh, there's Ludicoin. Okay, well, there's no. Well, this needs to be visible. I want this. There. I want that in front of everything. So people can see it. The whole point of this. Ooh, not that. We're gonna stick. No, leave it where I left it. We're gonna move this. I'm gonna put it up here because that's gonna work better. That I can do. But what I don't understand is why there is no audio. Audio input. Audio input isn't. This is frustrating. So, okay, I'm going to try something. I don't think it's going to work, but we're going to try it anyway, and I'm going to see where it gets me. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, it was loud. I'm sorry. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. I don't know what it is, but there's no audio. No game audio, at least. And that's weird because there should be game audio. Because I can, if I plug it into the little box, I can get game audio. Oh, that's not running. That's running. Ouch, that's pain. That's that one. This one. This is probably one of my favorite games to play. And this happens to be one of my favorite characters to play as. War Banner. Crowbar. Fireworks. I want fireworks. Give me fireworks. Yahoo! Now I run around the map for a little bit. I've collected money. You guys are stuck with no sound. I wish I knew why it was broken. Ouch. Those are my turrets. This thing's still following me. They are. Not for long, but they're still following me. Ouches. Oh, it didn't hurt me. Open this. Woohoo! What'd I get? What'd I get? I got a radar scanner. I'll take it. I still wish there was audio so you guys could hear this, and I have no idea why it's not working. And that frustrates me a lot, actually. Put this here, put this one next to it. Jumping off this cliff. Ouch. Teddy bear, cautious slug. I think we're going to go with teddy bear. Because I know what the other stuff does. And I'm frustrated that there's no audio. Not that button, this button. That's a pest. Not that. No, no, not that. This. Can I have? Audio, we've done this. It's just not working. So what if, oop, not that. What if I go, come on now, go here and do this? It's not the same. And it's definitely not a good, Oh, let go of my arm. Okay. And I'm wanting this one. You guys don't hear that. Oh, let go. Okay. Let go. I'm working on it. Give me a sec. All right. I don't think I'm finding it, and I don't think what I'm wanting is working, which pesters me a lot because you guys should be able to hear it, and it's not working. Oh God, not this again. This one, get rid of, yes, and this one, get rid of, yes, and this is not working. Audio input, okay, done this. Okay, not through the microphone. You're not looking for that. You're looking for game audio. Remove, yes, you guys can see my mouse cursor. It is here. And to fix that, we're going to stick this here. Now you can't see my mouse cursor. Ha ha ha. Shows how good at this I am. I've only discovered now how to hide my mouse, and it's not even the same way. Display, audio, visual. Where's my this? Okay. This is a device. Depreciated. Text. Nope. Don't need this. Cancel. We need audio. Unfortunately, I don't know how to get audio. Wrong way. There we go. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, well, that's two different things I'm not getting and not wanting. This is frustrating. Is there double audio? Hey, you there. Is there double audio? No? Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I still don't know how to do this. Still don't know how it works. For some weird reason, my audio doesn't want to work. What do I just add this? But see, I know there's sound for this game. Because if I push this button, let me cover this. Because if I do this, then you're stuck with this. Kinda, not really. Like, I can hear the audio, but you guys can't hear the audio, and that poses a problem. To open this. Well, but that's not how this is supposed to work. Something's not working right, and I have no idea what it is. Oop, nope, 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 nope. Where do I put those blasted turrets? Okay. I have no idea what I am doing. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to not. Thank you. Could I, like, stick one turret on top of it? Nope. Nope, because that would be cool. I mean, it'd be dumb, but it'd be cool. Plus, what you hear? I don't know what you are, but you are very unhappy and very unfriendly. Alright. So, stick this here. And not that. That. But see, their issue is problematic because you can't hear the game audio. And I don't know how to fix it, and nobody else can want to help. So, that poses a problem. A problem I can't really want to give. So I'm going to do this. Oh, not this. This. And I can do, what can I do? We do the Resident Evil 3 demo, but nobody wants to see the demo. Everyone wants to see the game. Which is fair. Entirely fair. Nobody really cares about the demo anymore since the game is out. No, I don't know what you're doing, but quit it. Poses a problem. I wish you guys could hear this, and turns out you can't. And I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong. What if I have this cable, but what if, and it's dumb to think that this would be it. If I plug this one in here, yeah, you're fine. And I plug this one in here. I'm probably going to destroy my audio. Input. It's audio input too. Cancel. Remove. Yes, please. Okay, now we're going to add this. And I want it to be this. I think that's working, but I have no idea. So, holy crap. I don't know what I did.
when I fix it. Okay, perfect. Now that I've fixed it through my whole... Oh, come on now. Don't you want to my stupid ways of fixing things. Move on. Even if I can't hear it. But I've been sitting here for 15 minutes trying to fix this audio issue. Ow, that hurt. Not for long, of course, but it's back. Nope, leave me alone. No, leave me alone. Oh wow, I didn't actually think that would work. Take that. Ooh, I'll take this. Ha! You can have those. Ah. I could get maracas. I don't want maracas. Carrying on by waving sun. Oh, there's a thing here. That's fine. Bunny hopping it, man. When I start this machine, it Ouch. Oh, what? Ow. Oh, did not appreciate that. Power cell. Fuel cell. Ah, take it. I will run away like a little baby bitch, because I don't want you. This is probably going to only go on for the next 45 minutes, because unfortunately, like the rest of the people, I am not so good at this game. The whole live streaming thing, I'm hardly good at the YouTube thing. hard to imagine because I have 3 different freaking games on this. It's how much I like this game. It's like I bought it 3 times. Stupid. I don't know if you like something. Oh shit, go away. Ow. I'll watch you. Or you. Or you. Away. Missile turret, but carry on. And let's just see oh, I know where they're at. What the heck is that? Right there, you see that? Oh, you know, it's probably a new altar. Put them in a weird location since they can. Oh, there goes that. Western fungus. And the thing is, Western fungus with this character now, because I'm supposed to already played this game, already know where this goes. The engineer can get turrets that are not so mobile, follow me around, do all that kind of cool stuff. Those are dangerous. God. But they follow me around, they use a constant beam versus action. Versus ouch quit. Ooh, I could get crowbars. Run away! Hit hard. Oop. Thank you. I'm getting approach anyway. Oh, I don't want to go that way. Certain death. I don't have the feather. What is that? I know what it is. It's a large crate. I just want to know what's in said large crate. Everything else on that one. Crowbar, little crate. And a quail. Quail in the other crate. Large crate. I see that. Come on, you can't stop me. Flashbang. Where's my grenade? How would you like? Which one is it? Go ahead. For those of you who've already deduced that I am looking for something, I am an Alex grenade. That was the most unpleasant. Ah, leave it alone. Now, I'm looking for petals on the floor. Or in the floor, because I've seen you do that too. Have seen you. Because I was busy. I don't remember what else. Not here. Ooh, but you know what it is here? Money. I will take the money. There it is. It's over there. Inside this tree. Holy Jesus. Big. I'm probably going to lose here because that's very quickly what has happened. As the engineer, it's much easier doing it in single player to set these things on the pedals to unlock the ring. I think the ring. I'm going to call it wedding dance. Unlock are a suck of my money. I don't want to drop the other turret because I know that I need this. An ancient gate begins to shift. There we go. That's what we're waiting on. Run away! Guys, you're gonna pay you're gonna earn your keep. You're gonna die trying. I want that shrine. It's mine! Can't stop me. I'm gonna try it, but it's not gonna do anything good. What is that? That's a new item. That's not a new item. But now I'm not wearing. You can't see if I'm wearing. Oh, I'm not wearing my sunglasses. Give it to me. I want it. It's mine. I found it. There's nothing you can do about it. And something exploded on this. This is mine. Oh boy. Go. Slow. I need movement speed as well. Yeah. Saving myself for these things. Ow, get off me. And gone. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But with the recent update, they have begun to place themselves in this wall. I complain, but I wish it wasn't that way. Oh, I died. That was so close. Okay, I guess we're gonna try and go for this. I could try this, but that's a pain in the butt. So we're gonna go for that. And the easiest way I found to collect items or collect loadout weapons is on easy drizzle because it just happens to make things go easier, smoother, and stuff is not always trying to kill you. I'm up here this time, which is different because last time I was in a different spot. That's mine. Oh, there's a teleport. Ouch! That's mine. That's mine. This is mine. No, it's not. I'm a liar. It doesn't give me anything. Oh, I'm out of money! Just here. Just here. Got that there. And please. Okay. And give me my nothing. Cool guy sunglasses. Taking it. Back. I don't want your car insurance. Hello. Oh look, it's raining. Flashbang. It's not me. Oop. Oop. Oh man. Offensive item. Come on, can't stop me. Ooh, look at this. I've got defensive turrets. Cover as I go around and collect all this other stuff. That's mine. Yeah. Oh, fireworks. Love them some fireworks. Not so much loving the edge of the map. That's fine. But now I can feel it. Oh, when I'm already done, it goes around. because it stacks. So long as you keep getting it, it's that your life force can increase. I have a goat hoof. Now, on the other one, the other console I have this on, one of the other consoles, when I get the temporary healing, it actually shows over, it shows his boot, even though his boot's not there. Which could be bad. But it's fine. Back here. Dying. Personal shield generator. That's what it is. Now look. Look at his foot. It still shows that his boot is there. Weird. I don't know how okay that I am, or if I'm okay with it. But you know, he can live his life how he wants, and if he wants to wear a hood, he can wear a hood. I'm not gonna tell him how to live it. He's an engineer. Do whatever he wants. I'm gonna buy this box. Nobody's gonna stop me. War banner. Probably one of the few items that don't get used by the turret because they don't ever level up. Can't open that box. That's a personal problem. Razor wire's pretty nice. Guess he gets the bonus for that. I get Gucci seeds. Look at you guys go. Aw, you're too adorable. Where'd I put that super crate? I don't know if I put it somewhere. There it is. It's mine now. I get a book. Shit. I should have learned better in school. I can't open this box either. Gosh. Blast it. Oh, here we go. Coming up. I need one more dollar. Thank you. And I got a chicken magazine. Yes. American place. An extra landline. Hey, no one gonna stop me. What's that? There's a button around here to be pushed. That's ineffective. Or it's super effective. I don't know how I feel. It was tactfully accidental. I do remember that I had just, Oh, quarter. Heckin' yeah. Cardboard little cube. Taking it. That's awesome. That's my one band. Great. But I have one problem. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Up to the oh, that's actually this is mine. Fireworks. We're not. Those are mine. I'm taking them back now. Look at those. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. I'll think you can button that eventually. Ow. Not fair. Drop Chrono Bobble. Right. I wish it wasn't a Chrono Bobble. Oh. Still up there? I didn't look. If I did, I don't remember looking. It is not here. There's a chance it's not the same location that they left it. This is problematic. Okay, I'm gone. God, you cannot stop me. Who's that? Health kit, don't want it. Yes! Caught it last second. It's my money! Oh, nope, I'm way past the time limit. What is that? No thank you. I know what that is, and I am not a big fan of it. So this, I'm going to explain it now. This is the Shrine of Order. Now, what this will do is mess up your entire day. If you've spent hours collecting those perfect resources, this one shrine will ruin all of it. However, where it takes away, it does give back. So, don't want to think about just you see my lovely items at the top. All yeah, pretty right there. Watch that ruin my day. Oh, just like that. 13. I now only have 2 items. 13. 13 personal shield generation generators and 7 fusion vials. That now sucks. Because now I can't move this back, and now every box I open does not blast off fireworks. It gives and it takes, and it is not friendly with it. Gasoline. Give me a gas tank. Fireworks. Had no bustle and focus. See, I think it's bustle and focus. That probably would have been the 13 bustle and focus versus the shield generation. But getting to this in time, or getting to the bullets all the way. Getting to the time chest here in Delta Point, or Rally Point Delta, is a special gun. And how it works is very similar to BFG. From Doom, yes. It launches a forward load. Oh, right. Launches a forward motion and deals damage to anything in its path, and anything it comes in contact with, it explodes. That's a lot of damage. Okay. It's mine. It's stop. Problem. Let's do it. second. Well, that guy. Yeah, it could always be that guy. But this guy. Come on, game. See, look. Bye-bye, birdie. He survived. I love that. Inconvenient spot. Hi, guy. I feel like he was like on his way to go fight those turrets, even though he knew he wasn't gonna win. He was just like, I'm gunning for it. You can't stop me. Hello, hello, ground. Hello, ground. What's this? Yes. Go to the fire. I think I died. This is teddy bear. Take it. Take it, teddy bear. It's my teddy bear. I don't know who's trying to keep it out. I don't like you. I don't know what it is, but I'm watching it. Really cute. Already have one. War banner. I can hear it. Where is I see that. That's drop that there. Probably I bounced around the floor. Where the heck over there? Which I guess is fine too. I no longer have a key for this box. But it didn't care. Also funny. War banner. Keeps the stretch alive just a little bit longer. Stay away. Oh, it's stuck. Hello. Niagara, a war banner. Excuse me. 7%. Moving onwards. Yeah, I'm at 84%. But I want this thing. Fireworks. Or gas. Or not. I'm getting a can of energy drink because I clicked the wrong thing apparently. Frustrating. Can't stop. I never loved you. Jeez. got me again, guys. Now we're going to hell. Oh no, you don't. Leave me alone. Nothing. I still don't have any supplies or shit, so carry on. Okay, that was I'm only going to proceed with the stream for the next. Oh, right. Yep. I'm here. For the next 7 minutes, we'll be at the 2-hour mark. Died. Fortunately, for as much as I'd love to spend more time on this, I thought it was red. Alright. Oh, I walked right past it up there. It put me at the 2-hour mark. Fortunately, for as much time as I'd love to spend on this whole live stream, I cannot. Because I do, unfortunately, have other things that need to be done. Or just other things that I could do in general. But doing what I've done, what I've said, I put out the word. Come on. I put out the word, and anybody who has seen or watches the channel, sees the channel in the future, will know what COVID-19 was, how it affected us, what we could have done to prevent it. I need more money. Stop shooting shit. Push this button, I don't wanna, but I'll do it. What you are? I don't know where you are. I don't like it. Push the button. Frighten me. I will do it. later. Goodbye. Stopping. Button, of course, I get. Shut it down. Bye. Jellyfish. I don't want jellyfish. Asking an armor like that. This crate. Now I've got a rusty key. Might try it out. I'll probably die, so that would be. Can't believe I'm still alive. But this is cool. Alright, but fortunately I'm all out of time for this. So you stay. Guys, it's wonderful street. To about here. Here. I don't think you guys have been hearing it. I don't know what I did. But case in point, thank you guys for joining me on this lovely endeavor as we've learned and researched anything we could about COVID-19. This will be still here. This will be permanently embedded into YouTube. Nobody can, well, you can try and take it down. Good luck. I don't think anybody really wants to put that much effort into a channel that's not very well known. So, but thank you all for joining. That you, one person, you, for joining. And we will see you again when I log back into gamers.org. Guys, stay clean out there. And don't forget, wash your hands.